In places where there is division, there is no growth. In places where there are wrangles, there is no what? Growth. In places where there is pretense, there is no growth. In places where there is selfishness, there will never be any what? Growth. In places where there are high levels of individualism, there will never be any growth. In places that are highly affected by this spirit of my own attitude, in places that have this place, there will never be growth. You go to so many schools whereby you find that most teachers have this attitude. After all, it's not my own. I will put in more effort when it is my own school. I'll do this when it is my own business. I'll do this when it is my own. You people never grow. Such places never grow. And even those people, when they go to their places, they will also never grow because they didn't learn how to succeed. Success is learned. In places where there is no love, there will never be growth. You have to love your place of work as if it is your own. You have to pray for it. You have to have that pain and ask yourself, okay, they have paid me, but where is the money coming from? What have I done apart from just teaching in class? What have I done to see that this school also grows? What is my impact? Other people, they don't have that pain. After all, I've been paid, I've won. Like we are coming to December. People cannot even have the pain of saying, okay, before you go for Christmas, what should we do to see that we leave our school in a good position, whereby next year we know we are assured of 50 kids. What are we going to do? That one only comes if people sit and think. One thing we shall learn is like, there is no loss in doing good. There is no loss in doing what? Whether people have appreciated you or they have not appreciated you, there is no loss in doing good. God at least will reward you. When you do good here, God will do good for you in ways that you don't understand. And whenever you're doing something good, don't say, after all we did that and you are not paid. Not every good thing comes with a what? Because if all the people who did good to you, you are supposed to pay them, you not even appreciate. So in life, it's all about you plant seeds for your future. So in places where there is no love, there is no what? Sorry? In places where there is no sacrifice, there is no growth. You have to sacrifice. Sacrifice your personal time. At times you find there are teachers, when the person never since they started working, whenever even the person gets money, that money becomes their personal one. This is my personal one. A person can't even just say, this 5,000, let me use it to buy data so that I can use this data to make research. Before I go to my class, when I'm very prepared. If you want to succeed, if you want to do what? Success is fought for. People fight very hard. It is another thing. It is only our places of work where we learn as we earn. In the school, you went to the school and you studied as you are paying money. Get it? Yes. But it's only your place of work where you continue learning as you do it, as you earn. But there are two things. Some people only take one. Some people only take the earning and they despise or they neglect the learning. But there is no place that can make you very, very competent like your place of work. And I tell you this, there are so many teachers who are extremely too good, more than any teacher with any qualification, based on just their place of work. They look at their places of work as a learning institution. You get it? So you can decide to say, for me I will earn. Or you can decide to say, I will learn as I do what? As I earn. You get it? At school you used to do what? You used to pay school fees. And again they are forcing you to learn. But here, you are being paid, you can learn or you can also do what? We should stop fighting ourselves and fighting our friends. Our main enemy is poverty. We should all invest in fighting what? Because poverty is our main what? Your friend is not your enemy, but poverty is your enemy. Satan is your enemy. Ignorance is your enemy. In our places of work, protect two things. You either take a blessing or you live with the what? A curse. So it's upon you. Get it? And in our places of work, the final person who rewards us are not the people we work for, it is God. He sees you where people are not seeing you. He sees what you do in a class where no teacher or no supervisors come there. So you either, at the end of the day, you either go with a what? A blessing or a what? A curse. You get it? So it's upon you to decide always. There is no loss in doing what? There is no loss in doing what. If you want to go with a blessing, all the time giving 100 watts, 100%. Tell your neighbor, my neighbor. Tell your neighbor, my neighbor. I'm your neighbor. Yes. Okay, my neighbor. Yeah, my neighbor. Okay, my neighbor.
My neighbor.
If you ever want to succeed, always giving 100%.
Always giving 100%.
And again and again, know it. That success is taught. We learn how to what?
Succeed.
I don't know how I've emphasized that, but neighbors, I've seen it is affecting Africa. In Africa, each person wants to succeed alone. You can chase success and it will never come. You have to learn. First, learn how to work with people. Learn the pain. Yeah? Become resilient. Think. If you have not learned how to think for this place of work, for this school, you will never think for your school. You will never. You will always think that others are going to think for you. You get it? But whatever you are going to do in the future, you start it well. The reason why so many businesses in Africa start and fail is simply because people who start there, they didn't take the right processes. They just got the money, but they didn't learn the steps and the procedures of what? Of success. That's why most people, we love the proceeds, but hate the process. We love the what? The proceeds, but we hate the what? We love the good things, but we don't want to be part of the good things. The process that makes the good what? Or the thing that has affected the teaching profession is most people want to earn more, but they don't want to learn more. You get it? Most want to do what? Earn more, but they don't want to do what? Learn more. And another thing, most teachers work as machineries. No machinery. A person doesn't take into consideration that there is a challenge that has to be addressed. And that challenge has to be addressed among ourselves. We have to sit down and see how can we address it in class? How can we address it among the learners? How can we, which collective efforts can we put together to see that that challenge can be erased once and for all? If you want to earn more, you have to do what? Learn more. And in most cases, you can't earn more if you are not a solution. And at times, most people come to work. It's not all about working. It is all about transforming. It's all about, whenever you come here, it's not how many years you have spent here, but it's all about the impact. The what?
The impact.
The impact. And that impact is set with your inner man, whereby you ask yourself, yes, I'm being paid, or I asked for this job, but what value am I putting in this place? How am I a valuable teacher? Are we together? An example, you come to a class and you find 10 kids, 15 kids, and then the person becomes very comfortable without even asking themselves that, yes, I found 15 kids, where did the 15 come from? Why should a Thai work very hard to see that these 15, next year they become 30? What should I do? What is missing? But some people, at times we go to places and work, and then we are very comfortable, very what? We work like machineries or professor. And a professor, whereby a person comes like an expert, what's another? God will never give you money directly. God will give you solutions. You get it? He will give you the material. And you are the one to transform that material to become money, to become houses, to become anything that you want. If you look at it, most people might say, teachers, for us, you're struggling, you're suffering. But few teachers have taken time to make themselves, I would say, exceptional. When you become an exceptional person, exceptional opportunities and privileges at your place of work will follow you. The more you become ordinary, you'll also achieve ordinary things. And is there any same person who can go to a shop and start bargaining and they tell the people at the shop attendant, this water I'm going to give you 200 Ugandan shillings. And for me I'm giving you 200, that's what I have. Is it possible? Why? Because this brand, they already built their what? Their value and the brand and the name. So you are the teacher. Ask yourself, how often do you invest in yourself to become better? And apart from saying I'm teaching, I can teach, but what are those special solutions that you bring on the table whereby a person says, yeah, this person ever since they entered here, these changes can easily be seen in the life of the school. That's what they call the uniqueness in you. You can never succeed in life if you have not helped others to succeed. You can never do what? You can never succeed in life if you have not helped others to do what? People who succeed are only people who have helped others to succeed. What do I mean? You are teaching in a class. You have not helped the students to succeed in their personal academics, and then you expect to succeed. Success is learned. We learn how to succeed. Are we together? And where do we learn it from? We learn it from our places of work. Not from school, but from our places of work. Our places of work. So whatever you want to become in life, you have a golden opportunity to learn it from here. You can never do what? You can never succeed in life if you have not done what? In Africa, most people want to succeed. And they want to succeed alone. True or false? Everyone will wake up in the morning and say, I will succeed, I will make up this, I'll set up this, I'll set up this. But before saying all those amazing ones, ask yourself, how many people have you helped to succeed? Do you have the success qualities? Are you getting my point? Do you have the success what? Qualities. Are you patient? Because those are the things that are needed. Which values are you bringing yourself? Where did you learn your success from? Most people talk about success, but they don't know they're not successful. Why? They didn't take the road of success. And success has only one principle. You have to be ready to serve. Are we together? If you are not ready to serve, you will never be served. If you are not ready to become a living sacrifice, no one will ever sacrifice their life for you. No one. If you are not ready to share, no one will share with you. Are we together? If you are not ready to commit yourself in things that don't belong to you, because other people will say, I'll come very early. When I open up my school, no one will ever come early in your school. I'll work very hard when I start up my own business. It's a sign that no one will ever value your business because you don't have the seed of working hard. We reap what we want. Okay? So whatever you want to attain in life, plant it now. May God bless you.